So yeah, I guess I wanted to talk about, since we've established sort of what Call of Duty is and why Treyarch blows at it, how Modern Warfare turned the thematic formula on its head. This is really interesting to me because the whole thing with the World War II games is, like I said, it's all like, World War II was great and everyone's a hero. But Modern Warfare to me is just about how what's called Modern Warfare, I think, advisedly, because that's what war is like now, and it's just everyone's a total fuck up. You're super elite professional soldiers, which is not what you played in the World War II games. You played sort of like regular dudes. But in Modern Warfare, you're these hardcore, ultra competent. You can sort of do anything, but none of it ends up mattering because you keep losing the strategic objectives always, even though you're winning the tactical ones, because you are. It shows you that nothing's going to be solved by you running around with a assault rifle shooting people all the way to the end of the game, where you do win one small victory in not allowing a Russian megalomaniac to detonate a nuclear missile. So, good job, guys. You try to isolate and capture this terrorist leader. You do. You engage in illegal torture to get information out of him, and instead of getting information out of him, his phone happens to ring, and you pick it up, and you get the information out of the phone, and then Captain Price just shoots him in the head. And you're like, so wait, why did we invade this whole town and do... Couldn't you get someone to just pickpocket his phone? I mean, that's... because that's what happened. The game is just full of stuff like that. It's really interesting. I love it. It's a great feeling. It's just very depressing and bleak, even though facially the game, on the surface, I guess the game is very much like Jerry Bruckheimer, Hollywood blockbuster, you are the hero type thing.
Modern Warfare 2, I think,
yeah.
maybe more so than that, even though I still did enjoy it, but it's even a little more Bruckheimer than the first one.
Oh, so much more. That's my problem with it, really.
Oh, that's why I love it. Because it's just like more and more insane, but it's proving the exact same point. Like, look at all these theatrics and these amazingness, but still, you're all fucking up and nothing's going right. And then you end up doing it in support of a complete sociopath. Oh, oh my god. I gotta get this magazine here.
Are you talking about Captain Price?
I am talking about Captain Price.
Or Shepard. Okay.
We are issue 212 of Game Informer, December 2010. There is a feature. This is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It's amazing. There's a feature called The 30 Characters Who Defined a Decade. I'm flipping through it right now.
Oh god, no. Please don't do this.
Number 14 of 30. Characters Who Defined a Decade. Captain John Price. I'm going to read this to you because I'm going to read this absurd and sparkling hagiography of this monster. This is incredible. Listen. The terse, deadly elite soldier has been an archetype in war stories since before there were special forces. Okay. Captain John Price is a pure expression of the uber badass that has been part of our species' violent myths from Homer's Iliad to Ian Fleming's James Bond. Are you still with me? When he's not shooting oppressive dictators from hundreds of meters away in a radioactive fallout zone, he's stopping black market arms dealers from supplying terrorists with finality. Captured by Russians after saving millions by preventing a nuclear strike on America's East Coast, he doesn't miss a beat following months of imprisonment in Siberian Gulag. He gets right back to the business of stopping the Russian invasion of Washington, D.C. by detonating a nuclear missile over the city, causing an MP blast that stops the high-tech Russian forces in their tracks and allows the U.S. military and tundra group. Okay. By the way, yeah, he detonates a nuclear missile over American soil. Whatever. Price is a super soldier who does it without cybernetic enhancements or star-crossed destiny. He is a man of war who longs for peace. Price plants himself athwart the schemes of madmen who would bring our civilization crashing down for their own profit simply because he believes in freedom and justice, as trite as that sounds on paper. You have to admire anyone who assaults his commanding officer, knowing that it will likely cost him his military career and force him into a life of hiding as a known war criminal because of his unfaltering conviction that protecting the innocent is the right thing to do no matter the cost. Okay. I realize that Captain John Price is not a real person, but if he were, I could accuse Game Informer of nothing more than the basest propaganda. There's no other way to say it.
Isn't it?
It's not just overblown, it's the opposite of the truth. Captain John Price is an insane sociopath who will do anything. He just happens to be working for your team, and he will do anything in order to continue fighting the war, no matter the cost.
He believes in peace. Yeah, he doesn't like war. He believes in peace.
He believes in nothing except killing the next enemy. It's so crazy, and that's what the whole game is about. Like, it's this absurd quest for revenge. By the end of Modern Warfare 2, everything's over, and there's no reason to go kill what's his face, the general, the evil guy, at all, except that he's just like, we can't let this stand, right? And he's like, no one's going to know that we killed him, and everyone's going to think that he did the right thing, and we're not going to change history or society at all. But we're not just going to let him get away with this. Let's go kill the motherfucker.
His justification is absurd.
So, I mean, and to me, Modern Warfare 1 and 2 are brilliant for evoking that insanity. The kind of insanity that characterizes, well, Modern Warfare.